If there's anything VTOL VR does incredibly well, it's cockpit interaction. It's kind of scary just how fast you can get with this. In my opinion, nothing comes close to this experience, not even DCS. Ignore the fact that we have 4 hands right now, but it's very difficult to use hand controllers in DCS. A lot of people think it's because this is a one-to-one recreation of a real military aircraft. A lot of the buttons and switches are just so tiny that you have to be super precise about which one you want to hit specifically. I mean, even standalone switches are difficult to flick up and down if you're not being careful.
Come on!
And that right there is something I've always wanted to know when it comes to VTOL VR, because VTOL VR's aircraft are not real military aircraft. All their buttons, switches, and screens are all jumbo-sized because they're designed with VR controllers in mind from the ground up.
Oh my god, sorry, it's been a while since I've flown the AV-42C, but this looks way different from what I remember. Oh my goodness, this looks awesome.
So my question is, what if we could take something that's more realistically sized like the F-16C, but put it in VTOL VR? Well, luckily Cumbersome's done that. And actually, why is his name Cumbersome? Oh, I get it. Thanks to mods, we have the F-16C Viper now in VTOL VR. Granted, it's not a true one-to-one recreation, like there's a bit of approximation going on, but I still think this is close enough. VTOL VR's controller system should do very well here. Like, even if we made a complete carbon copy straight out of DCS, I predict it'll handle it very well. Now, of course, before we can even do that, we need to go over how we can even get this mod in the first place, because I'm sure every single one of you is going to ask in the comments. So let's go over that really quick. Luckily, it's a pretty simple process. Simply type in VTOL VR, and here you'll be able to see a few options, and the one we want is VTOL VR Mod Loader. Select that, and then simply install now. Once you do that, you'll now have VTOL VR Mod Loader in your library, and from here, go to the workshop, then go ahead and type in F-16, and the one we want is the one by Cumbersome, so go ahead and select that, then subscribe to it. And keep in mind, by subscribing to it, we also want to subscribe to the external fuel tank refuel mod. This workshop is a great resource for a bunch of different mods. For example, you can... Oh, wow. I'll have to play with that one later. It's a fantastic resource for a bunch of other different mods that you can search through and browse and see what all you might want. For example, if I wanted a helmet, I could download Maverick's helmet from Top Gun Maverick. Or another example is Microsoft Word. I didn't know Bill Gates made mods for VTOL VR. In this case, we can also download, say... Oh my god, what kind of uncultured... Once you have all the mods you want, go ahead and select the VTOL VR mod loader, click on play, and that will bring up this window, and from here you can pick and choose which mods you want to load by clicking the rocket ship icon. So if you want the F-16, just click the rocket ship for both the F-16C Viper, as well as the external fuel tank refuel mod. Then click on play when you're ready to play VTOL VR. Now, in my journey to compare the DCS F-16 with the VTOL VR mod F-16 as far as controllability is concerned, I actually found really cool things I just wasn't expecting to find in a mod.
It's pretty easy to select the individual buttons. Now, that opinion might change in the middle of a dogfight, but so far it actually doesn't feel too bad. So it's... Oh, that's cool! No way! We can switch between... Okay, so just instantly, this mod has become way better. That's awesome! Oh, man. Oh, that feels weird. Nope. That is wrong. That's going back to a side stick. What am I doing? All right, so now how do I turn on the... Oh, right, because it says grip. So, grip... Oh, there we go. Then you... thumbstick? Oh, so because your thumb is on that wheel, it implies that using the thumbstick is how you would move. That is honestly a really cool touch. So, oh, dude, no way. Okay, that's pretty cool. It's like the pilot mounts his hand to the UFC in order to brace it so he can accurately move that dial there. Okay, this mod is already winning my heart. Like, just outside of the prospect of having like a realistically sized F-16 cockpit, this mod is already doing so much work. This is crazy good. I realize putting your hand on a UFC like that isn't a big thing, but it's just the little details that really sell something like this, and I really wanted to dive even deeper and see what else this thing is capable of. There she is. Gears up. And pull. So one thing I like doing with new aircraft is testing just how fast they can fly in a kind of normal configuration. So what we have here is a full cap loadout with ×2 fuel tanks, and this is kind of like the starting point. This is how you're going to be configured when entering a BVR fight. Generally speaking, in the F-16, you're not going to have a lot of fuel if you punch the bags, so it'll be good to know just how fast you can fly with even fuel tanks on. Alrighty, looks like we pretty much capped off at about 1.15 Mach with our fuel tanks still attached, so let's go ahead and dump those and see how much faster we get without them. Tanks are gone. And just like that, we are already increasing the speed. All that drag was really holding us back. So this is a scenario where we've emptied our tanks and we need even more speed as we lob off a bunch of AMRAAMs. Okay, I'm getting a little cautious here because we're getting close to 6,000 pounds, which isn't a lot of fuel, and we still have a pretty healthy speed number here, so hopefully we start reaching our upper limit before that starts getting too low. I mean, worst case scenario, we can always just refuel at a tanker, but I'd rather not have to deal with that. Although that would be a good additional we'll give that a shot. We'll give the air-to-air refueling a shot too. Come on, fuel, don't let me down. Okay, so we're pretty much at 1.6 Mach, so I'm going to call it there just because we've sat here for a long time and there's no way we're going to get this much time to build up speed to lob off more AMRAAMs. So what I'm going to do next, and there's 1.6 Mach, I'm going to dump all of our AMRAAMs and simulate a dogfight guns-only scenario and see just how much speed we can build back up, and in the process we'll head back towards the tanker. Now, I do realize we still have a targeting pod and ECM pod and HTS pod, so there's going to be a bit of drag from those, so this won't be the perfect number, but I mean, it's still a good enough approximation. Alright, cool. Tanker is 80 miles away. That'll give us plenty of time to build up as much speed as possible. And by the time we get there, we should be able to top off on fuel again. Alright, so we just hit Mach 1.9 at 716 knots at about 31,500 feet. And we're about 55 miles away from the tanker. Now, we are banking slightly just because we have the autopilot on navigating us to the tanker, so let's turn that off and correct ourselves here. Alright, I think that's our top end number, 1.91, 720 knots. Yeah, that's about as fast as we're going to get, and we're getting really close to that tanker now, so we're going to have to turn off autopilot and start thinking about refueling here. And there's the tanker right there. Open that fuel port. And we have successfully rejoined with the tanker. Form up on its left side and get set up for air-to-air refueling here. So for those unaware, I am a little infamous in the DCS community for some of the shenanigans I pull off, in particular while air-to-air refueling. And one of my party tricks is something I've never actually tried in VTOL VR, so I'm kind of curious if it's even possible to do this. So here's a completely by the books air-to-air refuel. Oh yeah. Oh man. Wonder if it's even possible. It really depends on whether or not that boom there is intangible or not, because the only reason why I can do this in DCS is because that boom, the whole boom, like both the colorful section and the gray section, are completely intangible in DCS, so it'll actually phase through the aircraft. Now, I get the feeling that might not actually be the case in VTOL VR. Maybe I need to get lower? Oh! It connected! Oh my god, it actually connected! No way! Okay, hold on. Sorry. I got distracted. Something in me didn't believe, but now I believe. Okay, here we go. We gotta make this happen now. Oh, I'm getting excited. Oh, this is gonna be crazy. We're a little too high. Come on, we can do it. There it is! I can't believe this is working. Oh my goodness. Oh, Jesus. What was that? Uh-oh. I think it might not be intangible. Oh, please.
Out of range.
I can't see the tanker anymore, so I don't know how close I am. Yeah, I think I collided with the boom there for a second. So it's possible that the colorful section is intangible, but the actual like gray part of the boom with the wings is not intangible.
Contact. Let's top it off. Refuel complete. Keep it
Oh,
up.
that's crazy. We topped off. Hell yeah. That was awesome. Oh, I can't believe that's actually possible. That's crazy. Oh, dude, okay, cool. Thank you for the fuel. Now let's get out of here before our luck runs out. Oh man, I still can't believe that was actually possible to do. But have you ever heard of the phrase curiosity killed the cat? Well, I was given a choice. I could either RTB and land like a normal Viper pilot, or... Alright, so let's go ahead and RTB. RTB? No? Where's it taking us? Whoa, hold up. That's a carrier. Wait, is there a tail hook? Oh. I mean, you shouldn't use the tail hook to land at a carrier. We're in an F-16 after all. But I kinda wanna. Huh. Nah, we shouldn't. The wheels aren't made for it, the hook is probably gonna snap off, and it's not gonna be worth it. We shouldn't land it. It's not worth it. Just because I want to doesn't mean I should.
You're high. Ready for lineup. You're high. Ready for lineup. You're high.
Your face is high. Oh boy, here we go. What the hell happened? I heard 3-wire, but then everything went dark. What the hell happened? Ah, jeez. So, apparently landing back at the carrier in the F-16 means ripping the F-16 in half. So, unfortunately, I can't recommend doing it, but I think we are familiar enough with this aircraft now that we should be able to take on a multi-role mission. Alright, so our objective for today is to destroy ×4 drone factories, but there's a problem. It's guarded by a MAD 4 SAM site, which is why we are outfitted with a multi-role loadout with ×2 AGM-88C harms, ×4 GBU-38s for the factories. But on top of that, we are expecting a response from enemy fighters when we do hit those targets, which is why we have ×4 AIM-120s for self-defense. And honestly, with my track record with air-to-air combat, I feel like I need more than 4, but you know, we can only carry so much at the F-16. Now, in order for us to complete our objective, we can't just go there at a high altitude and attack it however we want. We need to follow these GPS coordinates that will take us down a valley, pop up at this final waypoint, just in time to launch off our AGM-88 harms at the MAD 4 SAM site, which should hopefully keep us in the clear for striking the factories. But, you know, we'll see if that works out. Alright, so we're coming up the entrance of the valley. It's right here on our right, so let's go ahead and punch it and get through these waypoints as fast as possible. Alright, here we go. Stay low, stay fast. Alright, we're entering the second valley here. This is going to be a little dangerous. And yet, I'm still trying to manage the camera views as well. As we near the final waypoint, we'll switch to our ARAD screen so we can begin targeting any kind of SAM sites that might be pinging us after the final waypoint. Alright, let's go ahead and pop up. Hopefully we see these things right away. There they are. Oh boy. Magnum ×1. Magnum ×2. Alright, let's get out of here. Okay, this is very dangerous, very dangerous. Alright, with those harms out, we just need to wait for word that the SAM sites have been destroyed. And there it is. Mission 2, these are our targets. There they are.
Shoot. Shoot.
Paveway times 4.
Over T. Over T.
And shack times 4. Perfect. Oh, and just like that, we've got enemy fighters inbound. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Well, that was fast. All right. A120 selected. There they are. And they're in kill range. And double tap A120s, Fox 3 times 4. We're gonna crank to the left. There it is.
Missile launch. Chaff. Flare. Missile.
Oh boy, come on, come on.
Chaff. Flare.
There we go, splash times 2, hell yeah. Woo, that was close. Wait, why am I still getting... Is that... No, that's behind us. Okay, well, that's not good. All right, visor down. Oh, that is no bueno. I totally forgot there was an airbase over there. All right, we're gonna have to use the mountains. We are out of missiles. I should not have double tapped. Whew, okay, so... We have very few options. We've got guns only, and he's got missiles more than likely. So our job is to get close to him without revealing our location.
Over T. Over T. Over T. Over T. Pull up. 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 Pull up.
Okay, you need to be quiet. Let's go and drop our tanks. Honestly, I should have dropped that tank a long time ago, but that's all right. Oh man, this is like a game of cat and mouse. There he is! Dogfight mode? Hey buddy, how's it going? A lot of good your missiles are gonna do at this range. Woo! Here we go. Woo! Oh yeah, splash 3. Oh, that was close. I should not have double tapped. Alright, we need to get the hell out of here and RTB.
Now, normally I'll call that mission complete and end it for the night, but I was determined to have at least one successful landing.
Now, question is, where is the landing area? Is it the 3 lines or is it the solid white? You know what, screw it, we're gonna go for the solid white. And nice and easy, flare.
Oh, that was a little rough, but you know what's not nearly as rough as I thought it would be? VTOL VR's ability to handle a more realistic F-16 cockpit. I was very surprised not just by its controls, but by even the mod itself. Link is in the description so you can check it out yourself.